Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to apply, wear all day, and give you a review of e.l.f.'s brand new Camo Hydrating CC Cream. There is an original non-hydrating version of this, but this is the newest formulation and version. It does have SPF of 30 in it also, so if you want to see how this wears and what I think, then stay tuned. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Please hit the subscribe button if you aren't already subscribed. You can also follow over on Instagram, and if you missed the last video, I will make sure to link it in the upper right hand corner so you can check that out. Because this is so new right now, it's only available through e.l.f.'s website, but shortly I expect it to be available at other retailers that you commonly find e.l.f., like Walmart or Target. It does cost $15 for this new CC cream. Let's jump into the claim so that we know what to make sure to test out. A full coverage color correcting foundation with SPF 30 protection that hydrates skin and gives it a dewy finish. It says it plumps skin's appearance, helps protect the skin from the sun. It claims it's great for dry, oily, and combination skin. The formula is supposed to be long-lasting, gives the skin an extra boost of moisture for a glowy finish while delivering the full coverage and smooth complexion that you crave. Let's take a quick look at the list of ingredients. All e.l.f. products are cruelty-free and vegan. In addition, this formula, it has vitamin B5, hyaluronic acid, and the sun protection comes from zinc oxide, titanium dioxide, homosalate, octosalate, and octocrylene. Make sure that you don't rely just on this product for your sun protection. Use a separate sun screen as a base before you apply this. But that being said, let's go ahead and apply this in real time together to see how we like the way it goes onto the skin and looks on the skin. Here's what it looks like in the original packaging. Remember that I'm applying light 210N for neutral. That's what the package looks like. A little window to see kind of the color. Shade is on the back. We got a plastic pump dispenser. It's a squeeze tube. The e.l.f. instructions say to use a brush. They want you to use their brush, but you don't have to do that. I'm gonna use a flat top kabuki brush. This is one of my favorite brushes for applying foundation. I'm gonna start with, that's not even a full depressed pump, but we're gonna do one side first. I have my skincare on, but nothing else. Okay, so my initial impressions are, first of all, much better color matching than with the original version. I will link in the upper right hand corner the video for the original version so that you can see how that applies and see what my thoughts are for the non-hydrating CC cream, which I reviewed when that came out. It has decent coverage, I would say, going on, yeah, medium coverage of spots and blemishes. On the light side of medium, I would say. You can see the difference in coverage between that side and this side. I will say I feel like there is a bit of texture on application even after I've kind of blended it out. It looks just, it's not the smoothest. It looks like it has like teeny tiny texture, like raised, bumped texture, particularly on the nose, at the top of the head, on the chin area, not so much the cheek, but it definitely could go on more smoothly. You get a full ounce of product in the tube. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side also. Okay, so there's the full face applied. I like the coverage. I wouldn't say it's full coverage for sure. There's a blemish here along my jawline. You can see it didn't fully cover that up, but these smaller reddish blemishes that I have right here, it does a more than decent job of covering those up. It's just the little bit of texture, the fine texture, that I wish were a little smoother. Let's see, maybe if I apply or at least finish with a sponge. Actually, that yeah, I feel like that helps kind of press in the product more and gets rid of a lot of that texture actually. So I know they want you to use that brush that they are marketing, but you might want to go with a beauty blender sponge type of applicator to get the most smooth application. But overall, I do like the finish. I guess that's sort of my own misunderstanding or assumption, because I kind of assumed by the name that it might be a more shiny finish, although when I look at it, it does say dewy finish. So I was expecting it to be a little more shiny, which I don't like for my skin because my skin's already oily and shiny, but pleasantly surprised how natural of a finish and actually slightly mattifying while still looking a bit naturally radiant, which is a beautiful combination. So after pressing in with a beauty blender, I want to show you some of the skincare I've been using recently. Changes a little bit, of course, when it's colder winter months and I need more hydration. This company, Isomers, I have been trying a few things from and really liking them. Let's start with the Matrixyl for Pure Collagen Peptide Serum. Matrixyl is known to be, I think it's a combination of different ingredients, but is known to be really great for anti-aging. These bottles are glass and they are dark tinted, not completely opaque, but they're very dark to help keep the ingredients inside protected with dropper bottles as such. And then also the Copper P Concentrate Serum. You have the same dispenser here. Both of these just really help with the hydration of the skin, helping to get those anti-aging ingredients added to your skincare also. You can use them alone. I would use them as a base more so because they have, even though they say serum, they have a slightly more almost gel-like serum texture to them. Or of course you can add a few drops into your normal skincare. So been really liking those as an addition. A few videos ago, I know I mentioned Herbivore's Nova line. That's their vitamin C and turmeric based line. Now I have been trying out their, especially at nighttime, the Moon Dew and Moon Fruit. I really like the way, first of all, I love Herbivore's packaging and the colors that they use for their products, but also the names that they give their different lines. So these have glass dispensers and packaging. The shout out ingredients for this line of products is bakuchiol and peptides. It says 1% bakuchiol and peptides, a retinol alternative serum and a retinol alternative eye cream. The serum comes out as this purple lavenderish shade. This is a very lightweight gel texture, so can really go at any time, daytime or nighttime, but I think you might need, using this alone may not be hydrating enough just for nighttime. And the ingredient is a great alternative if you're super sensitive to retinol, but you want to try to get some anti-aging benefits. You should definitely try out and check out products like these. And then I received this kit from Drunk Elephant. I really like Drunk Elephant's kits because they, as long as you are getting the products that you're interested in, they really are a good value for the money. And the other thing I really appreciate about Drunk Elephant is when they give you things like these travel sizes, you get so much product in them. So for example, the ones that came in this kit, this is called the Watering Hole kit. You can see the hydration theme going there. The Be Hydra Intensive Hydration Serum, one of my favorite products from the Drunk Elephant line. The Virgin Marula Facial Oil, beautiful oil. You can use it alone if you want to, or obviously you can add a few drops if you just want that boost of oil hydration in the product you're already using. And the Lala Retro Whipped Cream, super hydrating, beautiful for the skin. I mean, pretty much all of Drunk Elephant's skincare products are really fantastic, but this one is more I would use in the daytime because it's a gel consistency, whereas this one I would save more for nighttime because it's much more thick and hydrating. But these will by themselves last you for such a long time, unlike some sample travel sizes from other brands that I feel like you get 3 to 6 uses and then they're all done. These will last you weeks, if not more, especially the marula oil. If you're just putting in a couple to a few drops each time, I mean, this is gonna last you months. All right, so obviously I will be going and doing the rest of my makeup, show you what it looks like if I can in sunlight. It's really cloudy and rainy today. Don't know if you'll be able to see much, and of course, see what it looks like at the end of the day. All right, so here's my skin. I wasn't able to give you a sunlight, natural light viewing because it's been cloudy all day. It's been cloudy most of the past 2 weeks or so. But here are my thoughts. This is actually my second time. I did a few videos at once testing a bunch of different products. And when I did the previous clips that you've been viewing, I wasn't able to check in at the end of the day on film. So this is actually the second time now that I'm doing this full wear test. So this is what the finish looks like. I will say, there's natural shininess, but I feel like compared to when I tried the original version, again, go check that out if you want to see my thoughts, but I don't think this is any more shiny or oily. If anything, it's maybe a little less shiny and oily than what my skin looked like at the end of testing the original version. So that I think is interesting. But similar to the original version, oh, I also wanted to mention, this time around you're seeing when I applied this full face, I did it with my fingers. What I noticed about application with my fingers is I used less product. I feel like I got better coverage with using less product, but I have the same thoughts in terms of there just being a little bit of texture. And so I would still recommend you kind of dabbing a sponge over any areas that have any sort of bumps or texture. So going back to what I was saying, similar to my experience with the original version, as the day wore on, I developed more texture and patchiness, especially in the forehead area. I don't know if you can see those little like islands, little spots where it looks like dried skin. And then also emphasizing a little bit these fine lines and pores around the nose, and especially on the nose too. It's definitely worn off on the tip of my nose, the foundation has. So overall, my positive thoughts are, I do think it's good coverage. You can get anywhere from medium to medium approaching full coverage, I would say. I really like the finish. I think I maybe like the finish of the hydrating version more. And I think it's pretty easy to apply also. I like the packaging, I like the color match better this time around. There's no bad ingredients that I found in the product, and in fact some really nice ingredients for your skin. I would say the negatives are it's not completely flawless in finish. You do get some texture that can emphasize or develop a little more as the day goes on. Some fading in certain areas too after a day's wear. And maybe most of all is the price point, $15 for a product like this that isn't super perfect. When you compare it to other drugstore brands that you can get, that's the price point of a lot of other drugstore foundations. So I feel like e.l.f. is supposed to be providing us more affordable products at good quality, but when you get to a price point of $15, I don't really think it's that much more affordable than other drugstore brands that are out there. So it would be one thing if the formulation were really flawless or close to flawless, and at $15, okay, maybe, but with some flaws in the formulation and finish and performance at that price point, you know, if you have a sale, then yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that it's a bad product, it's not, just it depends on whether the price point is worth it to you. So let me know in the comment section below what you think, any questions you have. I hope this video is helpful to you. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.